Hey, welcome into another Cat Country KATcast. Kevin Hilly along with Erin Hart, and no Jordan J today. He's out. So it's just you and me holding down the fort, Erin.
Oh, jeez.
It all falls down to us.
As if I didn't have to hang out with you for a very long time each and every morning.
This is true. It's like 17 years now, 18 years, whatever, 17 years.
Just can't catch a break from this guy.
So we just got a new cat around our house, Orange. We have a neighbor's cat named Orange. That's why I thought of that. Sonny is his name.
Yeah.
And he is the most delightful boy. He's 3 years old. He is an orange cat. We've never had an orange cat. We've had plenty of cats in our life. We've never had an orange one before.
Right.
He is a great boy, and he's so socialized already because where we got him from the shelter, they also have like a thrift shop connected to them.
Sure.
Not connected physically to the building, but in another part of town. And he was kind of the thrift shop cat. He was the one that would, walk around and greet people when they came in, and dogs and cats, and he's just so used to everybody. It's amazing.
It's always interesting whenever you get a new pet, to see how is that pet going to do with the existing pet or pets that you already have.
Right.
Because honestly, it could go either way. It could either be great or not so great.
True. It's very true. He took to our house pretty much immediately. And in fact, Hamlet, my Hamlet, he's a min dachshund, okay? High energy, real like that, like the kind of like you picture with a little dog.
He's like a little tornado. He's just everywhere all the time.
Sonny is just so chill. He's like, whoa. He walks into the house. And Hammy, I'm telling you, the first day, I wasn't scared, but I was a little nervous at how things were going to go. Hammy's a very friendly guy, but I'm just saying. Anyway, Sonny walks in, and Hamlet immediately comes right up to him like that. And Sonny, and you would think most cats would get skittish, and Sonny just turned around to him like, sup? Like that. That was
Is that all you got?
That was it.
But all you got, little dog?
They are so, they just hang out together constantly. He is not going outside yet. He's going to be an indoor-outdoor cat.
Sure.
We got him actually because we need a mouse. We found some mouse droppings. Every time we've had a cat in that house, when my daughter and her kids were living there, they had a cat. Never had a problem with a mouse. When they moved away with the cat, guess what? We had some mice. So Sonny has his work ahead of him, but for right now, he's staying in the house and getting used to everything. And then in a couple of weeks, he'll be outside. So that's how you're supposed to do it. Just get him used to inside the house first.
So the last time we decided to bring another animal home, we brought Magnus home. So actually when the husband was like, hey, I think we should get another dog, I was actually like, no, because Gemma had been the only dog for so long. Before that, we had Gwen, and it was me and Gwen against the world for the longest time. And she was my boxer. And then Gemma came along, I guess, around the time that Gwen was about 8 years old. And that took a little getting used to.
I guess Gwen was already considered a senior dog by then, right?
She was definitely considered a senior dog. She had experienced a seizure.
Yeah, she had health.
And in my mind, I knew what was going to be on the horizon, and I could not bear it. And so in my mind, I was thinking, I have to have another dog there to make it a little easier.
Dull the blow a little
when
bit.
The time comes.
Right.
And luckily, we got another 2 years with Gwen before that happened. And she and Gemma got the opportunity to become the best of friends. I mean, to the point where they snuggled together. They'd lay on the couch together. They would hold paws.
Oh.
My heart. I know. They were great. But then Gwen passed away, and Gemma was our only dog. She got all the attention. And then the husband was like, I think, I want to get another dog. And I said, we both work such crazy hours. Gemma's used to being the only dog. Maybe we should kind of pump the brakes on this. Next thing I knew, the husband and I, we were going for a drive, and I'm like, well, where are we going to go? And we stopped at this random house, and next thing I know, we're picking up a puppy.
Okay.
That is how Magnus came to be.
Suddenly you have a new dog.
So everything I had said, he just in one ear, right on out the other. So we had a whole new, Magnus is unlike any dog I've ever had. I've had a German Shepherd before. His energy is off the charts. The German Shepherd I had before, he was a really cool dog. He was not super high energy. But then again, we were on a cattle farm. So that was like his primary job, was to kind of wrangle the cattle and help out with that. You know, Magnus being an indoor dog, so much energy all the time.
And as German Shepherds go, he's smaller than most, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
He is. He's very petite to the point where we didn't know this, but at first when we got him, you know, he kept eating all the time and he just didn't seem to be growing. Well, it turns out he had worms. So, you know, then of course I felt like a bad pet parent because I didn't know he had worms.
How can you know, you know?
Got him treated for that.
Yeah.
Still wasn't really growing, you know? I mean, he's full grown and he kind of bounces between about 58 to like 61 pounds, right in there.
Right.
And he is still more toy focused than he is food focused. I've never owned a dog who's just like, a meal? Psst, I can take it or leave it. Hey, lady, where's the toys?
Right.
What? Yeah. I mean, whereas Gemma, this is terrible. She would knock over an old lady for a treat. That's just the way she's very food driven, very food focused. So we get him and, you know, you read on like all these little blogs, you know, puppies will sleep 22 hours a day. Lie.
Yeah.
He didn't.
They never met this one.
Oh my gosh. He was high energy all the time. I mean, fetch and catch was his life from the time he was about 3 months old to the point where I would fake a nap. You know, like I would just be sitting on the couch and I'd be like an exaggerated pretending like I was asleep just so he would stop.
Right.
For just a few minutes. But as soon as I would shift or accidentally blink or forget.
Or anything.
Oh, yeah.
There he
was
is.
on me.
Right there.
Hey, lady.
You're
okay,
awake
cool,
now.
Cool,
We're playing.
Cool, let's play. Let's play again. And Gemma was not a fan. She would take a big paw and just put it on his forehead and just push him back away from her.
Yeah.
She wanted nothing to do with him until he was about 8 months old. Then she decided, you're okay. Now she likes him a lot better. Now that he's almost 2, he'll be 2 in a week. She likes him a whole lot more than she ever did.
My father-in-law passed away in July, and so we inherited his little dog. Her name is Molly. She's a Chorky, which is a Chihuahua Yorkie. She is the tiniest, scrawniest little thing. I mean, she's like 3.5 pounds, 3.8 maybe, something. So she's ridiculously small. And how do I put this delicately? My father-in-law did her no favors in how he raised her. She was literally held her entire life, okay? So anywhere he went, stuck her inside his coat. Anywhere he's sitting there with her. Like, so she didn't walk around like normal dogs, okay? But, and he didn't really train her either. So she's this kind of hyperactive, always running around, like pacing and everything. So anyway, long story short, we end up with her. Now we're trying to incorporate her into our family. Here's Hamlet, our Min Dachshund. Again, he's 13 years old. We've had him since he was like weeks old. And he's looking at her like, what is this? You know what I mean? Our cat now, Sonny, I'm telling you, Sonny thinks she's a rat. I'm convinced. He runs around. He chases her. And here she is, right, Sonny right behind her. He jumps on her. He doesn't hurt her. He doesn't use his claws, but he jumps on her in a playing way. The other day I walked in and I see him completely engulfed her. And I'm like, get off of her. You're going to hurt her. She's old.
And she's very much the old lady in your household, isn't she?
Is she ever? And I'm telling you, and again, not to sound unkind, she doesn't have a whole lot going on up here, okay? Aww. She doesn't.
But she's so cute.
Well, that's about the only thing she's got going for her. Don't get me, I love her, but she's 15 years old. She's basically blind. She's kind of blind. And she's missing a tooth, some teeth right here. So I have picture of her. She's doing this. The tongue sticking. In fact, that's the picture right there. There she is. That's her tongue sticking out, Erin, okay? And that's how she sleeps, too. So we were...
I think she's the coolest.
We were just dog sitting for a friend of ours. And again, we're like the Hilly home for aged pets. We were watching June. June is, I think, also 15 years old. She's blind. She's a Chihuahua mix. And so we had Hammy. Hammy is like the young stud of the group, and he's 13, okay? We have these 3 dogs and the cat. Now, we have a baby type pen set up for Molly to sleep in because we tried doing the diaper thing on her, but she would pee because she was used to pee pads all over the house.
Yeah.
Well, we don't do pee pads all over. So I set up a perimeter where she stays in there. While June was over, she stayed in there with her as well while they were sleeping. The other morning, I wake up early before I go to the station. I look in there. There's June. There's Molly. Oh, right next to Molly. There's Sonny, all 3 of them laying together, just bonding. Sonny jumped in the crate and slept with them.
So what you're saying is one day if the husband just drops me off randomly at your house,
we'll put you in the crate.
I'll know that it's nearing the end of my time.
We have a spot in the playpen waiting for you, Erin.
Excellent. Well, Magnus, again, so focused on catch and fetch, I have to barricade myself into the kitchen to cook dinner.
Oh.
And he will try to army crawl under the bar stool with his toy in his mouth. And I'll have to say, no, you can wait. You can wait the 15 minutes it's going to take me to finish preparing this meal.
15 minutes?
Then,
it's like 15 days.
Then we will commence the playing. But come on. He's just so impatient.
Dogs have no sense of time. That's why.
He doesn't.
When you're gone for an hour, you think you were gone for a week.
Well, it's funny because I just came back from vacation and I took a week-long cruise. It was great. The husband stayed home with them, so we didn't have to board them or anything.
Which is
and when we do board them, it's not a big deal because we board them at our vet's office. And they I've got the only 2 dogs who actually enjoy going to the vet. That's a gift. I will take it. But the husband stayed home with them. So they didn't have any break in routine or anything. Gemma acted like I had been gone for 2 years. I mean, he said she is laying in the bedroom doorway facing the garage door because that was the last door she saw me walk out. Saw me walk out.
That is dedication.
With my suitcase and my backpack.
Is she coming back?
And that's where she posted up. She would go, she would eat, but then she'd come right back. Magnus, on the other hand, he didn't care. He took over my spot where I sleep. Yeah, he took over my spot in the bed.
Oh,
Gemma normally loves to sleep in the bed. Nope, she wasn't having it while I was gone. He did not care that I was gone.
Whatever.
He's like, cool, awesome. I got a great place to sleep.
It's all mine.
Yeah, he didn't care. She was so brokenhearted, and she has been stuck to me like glue ever since I
She's going to make
back.
sure you don't slip out on her again. That's
exactly.
why. That's
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
She doesn't know I've got another trip planned in February.
Like, fool me once, shame on you, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're actually flying back east in a few days, and both Hammy and Molly are going to be boarded at the vet.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to leave them instructions. Yes, let them be together. Although Hammy's probably looking, just go, no, please, not together. I need a break from her. Okay? So we're going to say, make sure you board them together. That's fine. But when you feed them, separate them. Because Hammy is a world-class thief. Mm-hmm. And he will try to take Molly's food. He'll try to take any food. It doesn't matter. So, and he's very protective of his own. So I'm going to have to tell them, make sure you feed them in separate areas.
That's Gemma. And again, Magnus doesn't care if he eats or not. Yay, there's my toy. That's all he cares about.
Mm-hmm.
Gemma loves her food, loves everybody's. Doesn't know what you're eating, but she's positive it's her favorite.
It must be delicious.
Absolutely. And she's on a diet right now. So that's been difficult for everybody in the household because then she comes over to us and gives us the eyes.
There you go. There it is.
And she's got these long eyelashes that makes it just even more pathetic.
You know, Hammy was putting on a few pounds. and he wears belly bands. As you see, this the picture, the belly band. There's like doggy diapers. There you go. That's what this is. Okay,
So cute.
and but we got two. We have the large belly bands. We have the smaller belly bands, and we've noticed the smaller belly bands after a while weren't really fitting very well, because what we were doing is every time we're done dinner, throw the plate down on the floor and let them lick up what's left.
Yep.
Erin told me, she goes, he's still getting calories from that. You just think it's sauces or juices or whatever.
Yep.
He's still. So now we don't do that anymore. And guess what? The belly band is starting to fit a little bit better.
Yeah, I learned that from my vet, because this is in our first foray into the diet world with Gemma. She's had to slim down once before. Gemma at one point was 114 pounds. She was a biggin, and she's a Great Pyrenees Anatolian Shepherd mix,
Which is already a big dog.
I didn't know what that dog was supposed to look like. So I mean, we just kind of kept feeding her, and the husband's the worst. Yeah. I mean, I would come home from a work function, and I'd be like, "Oh, so what'd you have for dinner?" He'd be like, "Oh, Gemma and I split a pizza." So what,
That's
like,
his buddy. That's why.
like
see?
you gave her a crust? He'd be like, "Oh, I gave her a couple slices."
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to do that.
No, I'm guilty of that myself. I'll be sitting there at dinner, I will tell you, and a couple of little pieces of meat, or I go, just, here you go.
Because we equate food with love,
right?
You know, and
so.
they give us the high.
That's why they beg,
yeah,
because they know it's coming.
Exactly.
So I am still guilty of that from time to time. But
so do you think you will have any more pets, or is this it for now?
Oh, I'll always have, especially dogs. I will always. Yeah. I've had dogs my whole life. I will always have dogs. And when Hammy goes, I don't even want to think about that day, because I'm going to be inconsolable. But when that day comes, we'll wait a while, and I will get another one.
Okay, so Gemma, I know that one. It'll break me. It will. I always kind of joke that Magnus broke me. That, probably will never get another dog, but he's getting to the point now where I'm like, okay, now he's cool. Mm-hmm.
He's past the teen years.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That first year and a half though, he gave me a run for my money.
The stories Erin told me when she come in, you won't believe what he did.
Every day. It was a new horrible adventure.
Completely screwing up her wake up routine.
Oh my gosh. I mean, he's a dog, and he's got no concept of time or anything else, but just some of the stuff he did.
But then he just looks at you with that big smiling face, and you're like, okay,
he's just happy.
It's all right again.
Happy-go-lucky dummy, and like the time he ate our new bed.
He actually ate the bed. Imagine that.
The frame, this brand new, nice, beautiful frame. He ate
the stories
out of it.
The stories she told me about his crate, as she calls it, his pokey. His crate, and he actually destroyed. How many crates did he destroy? 3. Wow.
Before she had him an indestructible, like Hannibal Lecter pokey.
They had to actually get that, like a steel indestructible. So it's kind of like he's in Supermax now when he's in there.
Exactly. Because he's that smart. He would just get bored and, I guess I can figure out how to break out of this one. And he would. But the problem is then he would go through and just tear things up in the house. Couches, books, magazines, DVDs. I mean, just highly destructive. Don't know if it's just a boredom thing, an anxiety thing. He doesn't do it when we're home.
Well, of course not.
It could be a little of column A, a little of column B. I don't know. But it was not a good situation.
Hamlet is not destructive, but his thing is he's an escape artist, and it's part of the breed.
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny. Years ago, we watched the dog show on TV. What's the famous dog show? The Westminster.
Oh, the Westminster. Yeah.
And it was held in Philadelphia, and it was at the Civic Center in Philadelphia, and they had all these and there was a min pin there, and one dog broke loose and started running around. They had to wrangle him. Guess what he was? A min pin. That's what they do. So our house, I always like to say, kind of looks like a minimum security prison, because we have various systems of gates here and over there, so you can't get. So that's what we have to do.
So when the husband and I first started dating, he had a min pin named Brutus.
Okay.
And yes, Brutus was very good at escaping all kinds of situations.
You look for an open door and he's gone.
However, you know how I'm always cold.
Yeah.
So we'd be watching a movie or something. Brutus would pile up under a blanket. We'd be sitting on the couch watching a movie. He'd pile up under that blanket and he'd lay on my feet.
Ooh, like a little heater.
Oh, he was great.
Ooh, yeah.
Grace was a good dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell you how many, and Hammy is good though. Like he'll warm right up to my wife in bed. Especially when it's cold, she goes, "Ooh, just stay there, Hammy. That feels good."
Mm-hmm.
So. But I can't tell you how many times in our neighborhood it hasn't happened for the last couple of years because we've been real careful. But I'm telling you, in the woods, wandering, calling him in the woods, and you told me something that I know applies to most dogs. It doesn't to him. But what did you say if he's running?
Okay, so Gemma, our Great Pyrenees Anatolian Shepherd mix. So she's a runner. She's like Forrest Gump. If she's going anywhere, she is running, and I'm not going to catch her until I get to the next 2 or 3 counties. And she loves to run, and she thinks we're right behind her. She doesn't understand she's fast.
But she's not looking behind to see that you are.
And I've got
not.
2 or 3 side cramps, and I'm out of shape, and I'm not going to catch her. So I read online that if you just go, and you just drop like a sack of potatoes, they'll come back and they will investigate why you dropped.
Really? Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it works. If I bring her leash with me, she'll come back to investigate me, and I'll just be like,
yeah. In most cases, it works.
Yes.
Hammy would look behind and go, "Sucks to be you."
Nope.
Still going. So
it's worked with Gemma several times, yeah.
Do you have a dog story? A pet story? Love to hear if you got any pet-related stories to tell us about, Yeah,
let us know. catcountry@mailzimmer.com. Always love to hear from you. And, let us know because we know we got a lot of pet stories. We know you've got a ton, too.
Yeah, we love talking about pets and dogs and cats and everything. So Jordan J will be back next week. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Hopefully we should all be here.
And we will continue with the full edition of the KATcast. Thanks for watching.